Hey everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life here for Twisted Sketches with Lisa and Christy. I'm also going to go ahead and use my stash kit for the Shop It and Stash It series I do with Daisy. And there is the sketch that we are working with. So like I said, I'm using my stash kit that I created. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the 6x6 papers, those three there, as my starting points for the hearts. And I knew I wanted to create the hearts, but other than that, I didn't really have much of a plan. I thought maybe about using one of the coffee cut files because I did grab these cut files and I definitely want to use them. And so I'm going to grab that as well. And then the piece of pink, soft pink, which is from a Dear Lizzie line. And that I felt was like the perfect kind of size for that middle square there. And I'm planning on using white cardstock to begin with, but I do change it up. So you are going to magically see this white cardstock turn into the navy with the polka dot. Now I chose that one because I liked the balance that it was creating, especially mixing in these colors. Having a dark background instead of a light background really kind of helped make, especially that wood grain that I'm trying to use, it made it make sense basically. So I really do love that. And I'm just doing old school how you make a heart, just to take it and cut it and work with it. They're not perfect. I was just trying to get the sizes to be the way I wanted it to be. The bottom heart is bigger than it is in the sketch, and I'm fine with that. I'm just gonna go with it. And the pink one though is kind of like the perfect size. It was the correct size there. And so because I'm thinking about wanting to do a coffee themed layout, I have to kind of figure out which photo I'm going to use. And I don't actually have a ton of coffee photos right now. I took one just the other day actually, because it is still really cold here. And I was thinking maybe I could print that and use that, but I'm kind of using almost spring colors here, and I just didn't think the photo would match. So instead I found the photo I took when I first went back to work. And what the story is going to be about is I bought this mug to have at work, and it's my work mug, because I had been off for a year with Nora and I wanted something that was fun and playful and just something to bring a little bit of happiness to work. And not that my work is not happy. I actually really enjoy my job, but it's just sometimes, it can be a little mundane, and having something like just a cute coffee mug can just perk you right up sometimes. So I went ahead and chose to do that. And I'm also going to use the Simple Stories, a piece of pattern paper there. I really had planned to use that side because it brought all of the colors in together, except the teal and the green don't really match. So you are going to see though that it wasn't flowing for me, and I'm going to actually switch it and use the B side of it, which is another navy, and it has a bunch of words on it, but it actually really helped ground my photo and make everything match. And if you saw, I added washi. So when I did my kit share, I mentioned how I pulled in the Dear Lizzie washi thing because I really wanted to go ahead and use some of it up. And I was so pleased with myself that I managed to get a whole strip used up. And I really loved that one. That one was one of my favorite little strips there. So super pleased that I managed to get a little strip of washi on this layout. Just makes me happy there. So I've got the bases going on. That's kind of what it's going to look like. Just like the sketch. This is the very first video for the month. So the point of the series, just in case you've never seen it before, is we follow the sketch as closely as possible for the first episode. And then the second one, we twist it up. So in any way, it's completely free form and you can do it whatever works for you. And Lisa and I do things a little bit differently. She is a little bit more of a literal scrapbooker, where I am a little bit more random, which is why I think this series works so well for us, because you really do get two different takes on how you could twist it up. But this is the original one, so I'm trying to follow it as much as possible. I also did go ahead and do a little bit of stitching, just machine stitching. I didn't hand stitch on this layout. I didn't have time for that. And I just went and I stitched around the pink, and then I stitched each one of the hearts just a little bit in, and so it has a little bit of texture to it. I did gut that navy, the polka dot paper. I did gut it so I can use it for another layout, because I am just trying to use this kit, so I need to try to preserve as many pieces of pattern paper as possible so I can create as many layouts as possible. And I went ahead and pulled out some of the thickers for my title. And then while I was doing that, I remembered the challenge. So the other part of this fun series is that Lisa and I challenge each other every month with a different type of challenge. So this month, I picked the sketch and Lisa picked the challenge, and she challenged us to mix media. This is a challenge we have already done, but I still wanted to go ahead and definitely follow along with it. So I am doing it in the most basic of ways, which is to use a stencil and a little bit of texture paste. And I just put it in 3 different places. You can make mixed media that simple, guys. You do not have to make it complicated or scary. You just do what's in your comfort zone. That was my comfort zone for this layout. So I was afraid to do like any type of smushing technique or anything, because if I got the wrong colors, I was not afraid isn't the right word, but I didn't want to mess up what I had because I liked what I had. So that was in my comfort zone for this one, and that's what I went with. I then went ahead and placed my title, and it's just kind of a funny one. It works, and it says life happens, coffee helps, because again, this is about my work mug. And I'll put in my journaling in the little brown heart. That big brown heart is where my journaling will be housed. I haven't actually written it out yet, but it will be. And then my final thing is to go ahead and put my embellishments down. So I did only dig into my 3 little containers worth. I have my brighter pinks, like my darker, richer pinks, my navy. And then I have a blue box, and I also have my, my rainbow box. So those are the 3 I chose to use with this kit. And I had already dug through the blue and the pink one, and you're just going to see me pop open the rainbow one and grab 2 other pieces of ephemera to just finish off this layout. And I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. I think it looks quite similar to the original sketch, and I'm happy with how it works. So please make sure you head on over and check out Lisa's. I'm not sure that it will be up quite on time. I know she's a little bit behind on videos, but when it does go up, I will make sure to leave a link so you can check that out. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in 2 weeks for my twisted take on it. And I have kind of a fun idea, so I hope it will it'll really inspire you on how you could twist up a sketch in a completely different way. I'm formulating it in my brain as we speak, so I'm hoping it'll come out on paper really, really well, and I'll really be able to showcase what I'm thinking in my head. So, all right, guys, I'm going to just wrap up by showing you my final layout, and I will see everyone soon with some more layouts. Thanks, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.